Boom. Here we go, baby. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Card Hedge Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Omar, aka Retro Hoops. That guy right there, that's my man JD, JD Sports. What's happening, bro?
JD Sports Cards.
JD
401.
Yeah, 401. You got to get it right?
Show me some respect.
Some respect.
Jesus.
Put some respect on my name.
Guy plasters me all over his channel. He can't even pronounce my name right.
I'll get it.
Unbelievable.
I'll get it right.
Some friend. Remember that at Christmas time. What's up, everybody?
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Dude, we're going to get right into the mix.
Yeah, I think we're going to get down and dirty tonight.
Today's going to be a funky one cuz I'm coming in. We got some really cool stuff to talk about. We got a couple of good topics lined out, and we're pretty excited. What are we doing with this? You want this?
What is it?
Danny Dimes Galactic.
Yeah,
you had me pull it down.
The best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, I was gonna put it. So we'll talk about my eBay experience here in a second. But I saw this and I'm like, oh shit, Daniel Jones. Dang, this is. I was like, oh, that's right. I pulled it off for JD.
Yep.
So pickups for me, not very big this week. Kenyon Martin had his career high the other day, like 33 points.
Yeah.
Put up a nice little double. And then I went scouring again and did manage to find this is a pink to 79 rated rookie. Picked that up for like dirt cheap. And then let me go back and make sure I got this right, because this next one I picked up for pennies on the dollar. I think I picked it up for way less than what it would have cost me to get it. I picked it up for $10. Hakeem Olajuwon
stickers, 91
hand cut sticker, PSA 9. And if you know anything about these damn stickers, dude, they have to be hand cut. You have to cut them by hand, and it's hard as hell to get them right.
Hard as hell. You basically need like one of those big giant paper cutters.
Shear cut. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And so I found this one in a PSA 9 hand cut. Paid $10 for it.
How much?
$10. Yeah, exactly. No brainer, right?
Can't beat it.
So yeah, I was pretty pumped about that. I am working like a dog to pick up. Hopefully, I'll have it for next week. I'm pretty excited about this one because this is one of the ones that, like, I was like this close to like breaking my like $100 rule, because it's one of those kind of cards, one of those Hakeem Olajuwon kind of cards. But then I was like, no, you know what? No, I'm gonna do the right thing. I got some bulk that I need to start moving, and we'll get into what I did there in a second. But next week, hopefully, I'm going to have a really good Olajuwon one that I'm pretty
cool
about. So, what you got?
Cool.
I know you got some.
So all mine came from buysportscards.com.
Shout out.
I picked up two of these Bryce Harper die cuts on fire inserts.
Bryce Harper.
So with it being opening day, I gotta go with my New England accent. So two of those. Then I picked up a Pedro explosive insert.
Yeah.
Numbered. These are numbered to $24.99.
$24.99.
2,499. This is an 81 tops. L. Nolan Ryan in an Astros uniform.
Oh, shout out to my boys. Opening day today.
No shout out to my boys. They suck. Then I grabbed this KG. This is Topps Luxury Box. I believe this is 2007.
Topps Luxury Box. It's got to be 2007 because they lost their license then.
Yeah. So that's numbered out of faux 99.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Pretty cool card.
Anything KG numbered is always solid.
This Chipper Jones.
Ooh,
EX exceptional. These are numbered to 1999. And last but not least, This came out of Topps luxury box as well. This is a gold, I believe, parallel jersey. The relic on the front of this card was worn during an official NBA game.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, anyway, that's what I got. Yeah, man. Cool stuff.
Solid.
Cool stuff. It'll be all warm and fuzzy.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna ship this Danny Dimes to you, and then you figure out what you want to send.
All right.
We'll do it that way.
Send you.
Yeah. We'll do it that way. Oh, you know what else I got too for you? I actually pulled this, and I'm not a fan of him at all. But I know you got a few of these.
I know. I quit him.
Oh, even better. On eBay it goes.
Yep.
Even better. Get a couple of bucks. Speaking of eBay, I have recently become infatuated with how awesome selling singles on eBay is.
It's fun.
So this Elijah one that popped up that I'm trying to go after has kind of really made me want to, I said, you know what, what the guy is asking for the card's fair. It's fair. It's a couple $100, and I'm like, man, I really don't want to break my rule, but I'll just pull together some cash.
Yeah.
I'm going through all my stuff, and I don't know if I think you talking about it last week on the podcast, where I'm flipping through all my graded stuff, right? Because that's the quickest money, right? Like I can I put together some good cash with some graded stuff.
Yep.
And I go through about, I don't know, I got maybe about 200, 250 graded cards. I go through all of them, and I cannot find a single one that I want to sell.
Yeah. I hear you.
So it's like, crap. So now the next best thing to do is to go through my boxes of singles, cards that are ungraded. And I went through a lot of them, and a lot of them are, $5, $3, $4, $5, $6, maybe $10 cards, $15 cards. All right, some of those are cool. But man, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna list them all. I'm gonna list them all. We're just gonna list them. And then I did the whole idea of the eBay standard envelope shipping, and I read the restrictions on that. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I hop on Amazon. I buy a stack of these. These really good.
I have those.
Yeah. I don't want to send them out in a plain white paper envelope.
No. Right.
Some good cardboard envelopes and stuff.
Yep.
And in one night, I sat down at the computer, and for 2 hours, I said, I'm just going to list. I'm going to list like a madman. I pulled out all my good stuff. I listed about 100 cards.
Yep.
On Tuesday night. Between yesterday and today, I've sold already like 23 of them. And I had no idea the amount of cards that you can move on eBay for a couple bucks when you set them up under the 99-cent shipping.
Yep.
And plain white envelope, it's insane, dude. I know you sell quite a bit on eBay. You have an eBay store.
Yep.
And that's kind of, you've mentioned it before, and I've heard it from other people. Oh man, moving singles on is bread and butter.
Yeah.
But now it kind of clicked to me, because I was never really on the selling side of things, because I always felt like, these are just like $1 or $2 cards. There's no point in me doing this. But there really is a point. You can do this, and you can really make some money like this.
Hell yeah.
And not only that, but like thin down your bulk.
Yep.
And I had no clue. So I'm totally infatuated right now.
Yeah, and it's addicting. Just be careful. It's addicting.
Interesting.
Yep. And then you'll find yourself looking for things to buy. Like you'll be looking for lots, and I can sell that, and da. So that's why I had I had to go back to bro, you gotta collect a little bit more than you're, So, but it's all good. It's fun though. It's fun, man, because it's like you like, I have a couple guys, dude. I can buy, puts together medium flat rate boxes full of cards for like anywhere from $30 to $100, depending on what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And easily, there's all kinds of cash in there. Like you just got to take the time to list them, you know?
Yeah. That's the tough part, right? I mean, that's the thing that people don't want to do, right? Is that they don't want to sit here and list.
Well, if you have a scanner, if you
right.
have like that Fujitsu thing or whatever, something that auto feeds, like our boy Jay Wilson, who watches us religiously, he feeds cards like it's, you know, he'll do like 45 in like no time. Bobbles does them pretty quick.
Damage.
It's set up that way. Like they've designed it to be able to take a top loader. The way you can do a top. Some of them can do like a graded card.
No way.
Yeah, but like even with the soft sleeve, like the way it's built, it's just it doesn't damage the card. So I don't know, but it's got to be like certain things, right? It can't just be any old. I tried it on my scanner, and it devoured the card. So I just took like a 10-cent throwaway card I had lying around, and I fed it through, and it didn't come out the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, but I can scan on my scanner, like on the glass.
Yeah, on the
so I can fit like 8 cards.
Mm-hmm.
The key to eBay is to consistently list.
Yes.
So whether you do that every day or you list a bunch like you did. So little tip there, next time, don't list like 45. List 10, 15, whatever, and then schedule the rest to list over the remainder of the week. So every day you're popping up some new cards. And
interesting.
That works the algorithm.
Well, see, but you have a store though, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, see, I don't have a store. I'm just
get one, you cheap bastard.
I need to do that.
$4.99, dude.
Is that all it cost?
For the basic, yeah. I do the starter one at like $21.99 because I have
a month. Was that a month? Or,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're moving cards, I mean that pays for itself. You know what I mean? Like you know, I mean, just in this, like it was. I just looked right now. It was 22 cards that I sold between now and the Tuesday night. And
there'll be times like you'll start off and like you have a ton, and it's like, oh yeah, this is great. And I swear they do that on purpose because then you get addicted. And you're like listing shit left and right.
Oh, yeah,
and then you don't have sales for a couple days, and you know, then you're playing with it, and then you're like running. You know, I don't know. There's all kinds of different tricks you can do. I'll teach you the ways.
I'll tell you what, man. I got mad respect for folks like you who really do it, right? And you know, I know that
Bobbles. Bobbles found a trick the other day, and I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let him share it with the world if he'd like.
Yeah.
But he showed me. I'll tell you what, man.
List faster or what?
Yeah. For like list faster for like dudes without scanners and stuff.
Yeah.
He found a way the other day, and I tried it out yesterday, the day before. I was like, dude, this is genius. So but I'm not going to steal his thunder. He's got to share it, not me.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I respect that. So the thing that I found easy for me was to just look up the card, find the exact one, sell one like this, fill everything out on my PC, and then just hit save draft. And I did that just a shitload of times with like all the cards that I had. Then I went back on my phone.
Oh, all right, that's a trick.
Oh shit, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Bobbles, my bad, man. I swear.
It's all good. Clue. But it's all good though. It saves you. You can list like that. If you create listing templates, dude, you can bang them out, save them as drafts, and then take the pictures.
That's exactly what I did. Yeah, as I was going.
I'm calling it the Bobbles method. I don't care.
That's the Bobbles method. That's what we're calling it. It is henceforth known as the Bobbles method. But yeah, dude, I mean that's what helped me get through. Like, I had a stack of cards, and that's it made so much sense because I was like, man, how am I gonna, like, I could take all the pictures and then I could download them on my phone, like do all this, but like,
it's a pain in the ass. I've done every which way possible,
and I didn't even realize that was a thing until I was looking at my sold and I saw that I had some drafts in there, and I'm like, oh, I can see my drafts. Oh shit,
yeah.
And it was over after that. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Damn. That makes sense. That's why you listed so
many. Kind of sucks.
Never mind. I can't save you any time.
Yeah.
This show's over.
So wait, man. So am I like an eBay listing prodigy? Since like I knew that.
Yeah, you're a savant. Like, it makes a lot of sense because you are like, you have a beautiful mind. You know, there's like numbers constantly. You see numbers, and then you like take cars and turn them, from rust to riches. Like you're just.
It's like
it's like sometimes doing this podcast, I get nervous because it's like you're intimidating.
Intimidating.
Geez, I don't know how I get through the hour.
Oh man!
All right, I'm going to share an eBay story though, real quick.
Go ahead.
This week, because it's in 18 years, I got my first negative feedback this week.
What?
18 years, never had a negative feedback ever, right?
Wow.
All right, so I'm gonna share with the world this story, and I'm hoping this person actually listens to this because this is BS. So I had from like 2 years ago, I graded a bunch of Manny Ramirez gold, Topps gold, and then there's a parallel to that Topps gold. There's a Topps gold winner rookie card. Okay, so I sent a bunch from the CSG. I had a bunch, dude. So I list them all. I take one picture. And then I list them all. Like, so if I had like 5 CSG 8s, I took one picture of the, front slab back, but I had 5 of them.
Right.
Okay. Common sense is, that if anything with grading cards, you're not going to, if someone lists 5 of them, there's going to be 5 different serial numbers and yada, yada, yada. Right. But at the end of the day, you should get a CSG 8.
Right. Correct.
So I sell a CSG 8 Topps gold winner, and in my haste of getting things out the other night, I accidentally grabbed a regular just gold CSG.
Right.
So the guy contacts me. I'm like, oh dude, my bad.
Right.
So I'll send you out another one. Just keep that one. Right. Now keep in mind, this is a $5 purchase. $5.
Solid customer service, by the way.
Thank you. So I realize I don't have any more CSG 8s. I only have CSG 8.5s. So I send him a better graded card.
Look at you with the customer service, bro.
Dude,
I love it.
Homeboy messages me, you sent me the wrong card again. So I'm like, wait a second. No, I didn't. I'm like, you bought a Topps gold winner. That's what I sent you. He's like, you sent me an 8.5. I bought an 8. I'm like,
really?
I'm like, what? So then I look, this dude's got like 30 feedback. So I'm like, all right, man. So I'm like, listen, dude, I screwed up on the first one and I made it right. I sent you a better graded card,
right,
and I let you keep the other one.
Right.
And I shipped it back to you on my dime. So I'm completely out of money.
Yeah, you're out.
I lost. Exactly. I lost.
Yeah.
So I get a little snippy with the guy because he kept bitching and taking pictures of this serial number doesn't match the one in the picture. You should disclose that. So I was like, dude, buying and selling is a two-way street. You can also ask questions as the buyer.
Right.
This is not solely on me. If you had a question, you know what I mean? So whatever. So then I go and look the other day. He leaves me this whole paragraph of negative feedback.
Oh my
God.
like
stay away from this guy, yada. Now, dude, I mean, I am top rated. I'm like fast shipping, the whole 9.
Yeah.
So you can really leave a rebuttal.
Oh yeah. You get to answer.
So I left the whole. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, so I was so mad. It's not even funny. That's all I have to say. So mad.
So one of the cards that I sold was a Penny Hardaway Bowman, Bowman's Best base card, not non-refractor base card, and I had it up there for maybe $1 or $2 below like the lowest comp. And some guy sends me an offer for like $1 less than what I had it listed for. So I say, okay, fine, I accept the offer. I don't care, it's $1. So I accept the offer. And he pays instantly.
Yep.
And so I was already in my office. So I go ahead and bag it up. I, stuffed everything. Boom, sent it out. And put it in the mail. Put it in the mailbox in the morning. In the afternoon, I come back and I sit down. And I'm going through a couple of other orders that had sold. Send everything. Go drop it off at the post office. I come back and I start going through my messages. I had some messages.
Yep.
And in the message, the guy had sent me a message and said, hey, man. I thought this was a refractor. Can you cancel the order? Well, by that time I had already shipped it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it was already gone. And then, so a couple of messages further up, I see another message from the same guy that says, well, I was hoping you'd read the message, but here we are. Right. Because he saw tracking.
Yeah.
But in that situation, there's nothing I can do there. Right. I mean, like,
no, well, what you can do is just say, listen, when the card arrives, file a thing to refund it, return it, whatever, and send it back to me, and I'll refund you. Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll do that then. That works.
Yeah. You can. So that's the easiest way to do that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So.
Well, but like you said, two-way street though, right? I mean, like, I didn't have anything that said refractor on there. I mean, I didn't.
Right. Yep.
So.
Yep. Now you could also be a jerk and just say, or stick to your guns. I don't think you're being a jerk by saying, listen, man, the listing clearly stated what it was.
Yeah. I don't know. So now I got to figure out what kind of customer service I want to give.
I think the easiest thing there,
customer service,
is just say, listen, man, when the card arrives, file a return, tell them you bought the wrong card, and they send you a prepaid. Not like the guy will be able to print out a label once you accept the return, and he'll send it back to you, and then you refund him. It's
the return, but the return comes out of his dime, though, doesn't it? It comes out of what he gets refunded, I think. Because I think I did that one time with
maybe
some car parts or something. Anyway,
maybe.
Sweet, man. Well, I'm excited, dude, because this is, like I said, I've only gone through maybe like one of my top loaded boxes. Yep. I got like 9 back here, and then I got a bunch of stuff up in the shelves back there. But it's pretty fun, man. Pretty fun. This is a whole new thing for me because I'm not much of a seller, but it's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's fun for sure.
You had something that Fanatics just did that you sent me earlier today. Walk us.
Yeah. I sent everybody. I mean, it's out there and about. By the time this gets aired, it'll be kind of old news. But the MLB Debut Patch they put on rookies that are making their major league debut on their jerseys, and then it came out that they're actually going to be cut and put into tops like a baseball card. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like really cool. So, whether that'll probably come out, I would assume, as some type of patch auto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So which will be sick, knowing that was on the dude. He wore that.
Yeah. That's how you do it, JD.
Yeah, big time. That is how you do it.
That is how you freaking do it.
Yep. That's what, and that was the big piece for me is like, it sounds like old Michael Rubin has listened,
Yeah, exactly. Or it's just common sense.
Yep.
Right.
You're going to get him on the show, by the way. You think he can come on the show?
I think we could pull some strings.
Yeah. We got to get him on. I'm going to call him. I'm going to message him.
Big Papa Lou's probably got a connection somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to get him on. We got to get him and Michael Jordan on.
There you go. Well, Jordan I got because he's a cigar guy.
Yeah.
Jordan I got.
Listen, Mike.
How crazy would that be, huh? If I just pulled that one out on you. Jordan,
I wouldn't even be able to talk. I'd just be like,
and I start pulling up pictures of like me and Michael Jordan hanging out and shit, smoking cigars. just a small detail that
from our friendship, right? Yeah. Just me and Mike. Sometimes I dream that he is me.
But this is how you do memorabilia on the cards.
Yeah. No, this is really cool. Like, I don't know. I saw stuff on Twitter today. People were like, "Oh, this is their big announcement, their game-changing announcement or whatever." To me, it is because it lets you know they're putting game-worn memorabilia back in cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool to me. That's what we've been asking for. That's what people want. You know what? But then again, if you just got that patch and it was on the back, it said this patch did not come from any specific yada 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 whatever, and it was a patch auto 101, I think that'd still be pretty sick.
No, but the thing I disagree because
why?
Well, because I'm in this situation right now, right, where I am, from a basketball perspective, absolutely in love with Alperen Şengün, and I will never have game-worn memorabilia on my cards from Alperen Şengün, even in a rookie card.
Well, soon you will.
Not in a rookie card.
No, but who cares? He sucks.
What do you?
Dude, he's a fringe fringe starting five guy on a shitty team.
See, now you're just
team.
Now you're just being mean.
No, I'm not. I'm speaking the truth. I'm tired of this shit.
Now you're just messing with me. Because he's
good.
My kid is a beast.
He's actually
a double machine.
Yep. No, he's good. I'll give you that. He's good.
I mean, my point is that like I have zero desire to collect any of his memorabilia cards from his rookie season, which to me is the most important season of collecting. Right. And you're right. You're right. Maybe next year and some of the higher end products we'll see some game used memorabilia, some game worn memorabilia, but it's not the same. It's not in a rookie, right? This is like the quintessential rookie patch material. You're calling timeout.
A few shows ago, you told me you had a Tom Brady Bucks rookie card.
Look, don't you start no shit with me. I do have it.
Shut the hell up.
It's right here.
All right. Because here's the thing. The idea of player collecting is to collect the player's cards, right? I see it, dude. I see it. Okay. And if said player's card doesn't have game-worn memorabilia until his second or third year, then people like you can now say, I have his game-worn memorabilia rookie card.
Of course. Well, I see what you did there.
And then people like me will text you and say, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
I see what you did there because it's
my. But in all honesty, right? Because I've thought about this. My kid loves soccer, loves it.
Yeah.
So I was looking at some soccer stuff for him, and he wouldn't know the difference of a patch from manufactured whatever versus a game thing, right?
Right.
Dad, on the other hand, does.
Exactly.
And soccer makes there's a product called Futera where everything is like, I showed you this. It's like dated where the relic in the card came from.
Actual card, yeah.
That to me is an absolute home run of a product. Like that, like as a sports fan.
Right,
like,
right.
And like, let's face it, I don't have the room anymore with 4 kids and whatever, a wife and all other shit to have like a memorabilia room, right? Like I don't have a man cave anymore.
Right.
I graduated from that.
Yeah.
But I still like that stuff.
It's
a piece of history. It's a piece of the guy's career, you know? But I will say, I watched this YouTube video the other day, and these dudes were talking about how having a sick patch is what people care about. And I was like, well,
so what goes into a sick patch though?
So
are we just talking about this? All
right, okay, this, where is it? How did it go?
Look, this is not a sick patch.
Yeah, this right here, like I just showed.
It's a dinner napkin. It's a blue dinner napkin.
Where is
now it would have been a sick patch because this is Jonathan
Kaminga non-sick patch.
Not a sick patch. Agreed. Yeah.
But this, my Texan friend.
Are you gonna
give me a sec? Give me a sec.
Nasty. You're gonna pull out something nasty, aren't you? JD's gonna flex on us, folks.
No, it's not a flex.
I think I have anything patch-wise here. Oh, you know what? I do.
How is it? Wow, all that fanfare, and I can't even find it.
Let's see. What do I got here? Where's my? No, I wouldn't call that a sick patch either. This is not bad. Little Calvin Murphy, 3-color, 2-color. Really 2-color. And this is game-worn material and autograph. I know I got some sick Capella patches in my old Capella collection, which is another PC of mine.
All right, but something like this, This is out of Leaf, dude.
Oh, I love Leaf comes
like a sick Bergeron patch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But let me ask you this though: for as aesthetically sick as that looks, would it still be considered? Would it still be considered sick if it wasn't player worn? Is the fact that it's player worn, or at least game used or player used, part of what makes it sick?
Yeah, for me, yeah. Like I'm with you, man. Like I like the game worn thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, that makes it special.
It does. But at the same time, with modern cards and the way Panini did it, the patch from the jersey that you're getting in that card now, if it's 3-color, if it's the logo man or whatever it is, right? And even though the logo man now, that design is like, it looks fake, that's still very appealing to a large majority of collectors.
Yeah, I understand that, but my question is, if it's not game worn, what's the appeal? There is no appeal if it's not game worn.
To patch auto.
You can go down to Dick's and buy that jersey and have the whole jersey for the.
It's a rookie patch auto. Key word there is patch. It doesn't say game worn patch. It just says
kind of implied, though, isn't it?
No.
How is it not?
No, because if it were like there's like it doesn't say rookie game worn memorabilia auto.
I guess not, but still, you're almost expected. Like that's almost expected. Like otherwise, what's the point? Otherwise, in my opinion, there's no point. Like a rookie autograph, gotcha. It's a rookie autograph. But if it's a rookie patch, the assumption is that patch belonged to that rookie. Otherwise, what's the point? It's no different than me chopping one up. I mean, there's a guy.
It technically did. It came off his jersey.
Not his jersey.
No, but it
came off a jersey. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he gets a cut of that.
Yeah, maybe so. I wanted to show you this. This is Penny Hardaway in a Suns uniform, which
nice.
But it's a chunk of the floor, and it says, "Congratulations, you have just received an authentic piece of the Boston Garden parquet floor on which Anthony Hardaway played on an NBA game on."
Oh, nice.
Not only that, but it's got this little holograph sticker on the back of it, authenticating it.
Yeah, that's cool.
From Topps.
But that's cool though, right?
That's dope.
But then, like I've seen it in a few spots now, like because I was curious about it too when you did the video on that, and like the reason is, I from what I understand, it's just so expensive to acquire these game worn jerseys now. Like it's not worth it for the company.
Right, which is why I feel like Fanatics, that's going to be one of the things that they are definitely going to turn around.
Yeah,
because they are.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, that's an easy win for them.
That's an easy,
low lying fruit, as we say.
Yep. Yeah. But like, I get that though, right? Because like the card, like I get both sides. Like I get what you're saying, and I get from the manufacturer Panini's perspective of like, bro, it's like 100 G's to buy a game worn jersey. Like we our margins are like, I don't know what their margins are, but their
margins gotta be freaking sweet right now.
Right. It's not worth it for them to be dropping 100 G's on these jerseys.
Yeah.
Now they used to, because like early Panini stuff had game worn memorabilia in it.
Yeah, I have a ton of it.
Yeah, me too. But then I don't know what, a couple years ago they stopped.
So I think what happened is that COVID happened, right?
Yeah, the boom made it impossible for them to acquire shit.
Yeah, the boom happened, COVID happened, and you couldn't do it safely, right?
Yep.
According to them.
And then the memorabilia space took off, and now you've got, we see it with our boy. He's dropping coin. So
but he's dropping coin. but what he's getting is amazing stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's like one
that
of
pair
one
of
type
Kobe
stuff.
sneakers
Right.
that he has from the
No, I understand
game,
that.
insane.
Right. I understand that.
Yeah.
But at the same time now, right? You're Panini. You have game worn memorabilia in your warehouse. Are you going to chop that up and put it in a product? Or are you going to send that over to Golden or something and auction it off?
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we bought it to chop it up, but the price 10x.
But now it doesn't make sense. You know, you've bought stuff before where you're like, you know what, I do this, but then wait a second, it's going for what?
Yeah.
All right, let me sell that and get the
yeah, exactly.
Get the paper plates this week.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I get it, but I'm fully expecting and excited for Fanatics to do that stuff. And I think they're going to do some really cool, innovative stuff now that the players have much more vested in cards as far as earnings potentials go. I think they're going to be much more open to doing things and things like that.
Is that what they're doing? That they gave the PAs more cut, right?
The PA has much more of a cut. Like I don't know how much more, but it was substantial.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Which is cool, right? Because ultimately they should. You know what I mean? And I think it's fair. And I think again now you're cutting out the middleman because Fanatics has all that stuff. They are, they just became. Didn't they just become the for hockey? They're going to be the official jersey of hockey now.
I saw something about
NHL.
That.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that. I don't know if
I think they're replacing Adidas next year. So that's their first pro sport that they're the guy.
Yeah, they're the ones doing it. Yeah.
So that's coming to everybody, by the way.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, man.
Yeah, and then you have a lot of game worn stuff.
Well, not only that, you know what? You know what's interesting about that? Now that you said that, I just kind of made a bit of a connection. Doesn't Upper Deck still do hockey?
They do. I was just about to say that it's going to bring up some interesting stuff now for old Upper Deck.
That is going to be very interesting
because now because hockey's got some really cool like RPAs and memorabilia pieces and things like that. Fanatics just pulled the rug out from under them. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, boys and girls.
That's interesting, JD.
Stay tuned.
I think that's going to be interesting. I don't want to speculate too much, but I think that's going to be really interesting.
Because and I'm going to look at, not to get off on a tangent on this, but think about this. Hockey is the smallest of the four major sports in the U.S. as far as the card market goes, as far as fans and yada, 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 the whole whatever, right? You just had Fanatics come in, and now they're the official jersey of all 32 or whatever NHL teams, right? Okay, Upper Deck can't be putting Fanatics stuff in their cards unless they're paying Fanatics.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Hockey collectors now are going to get all pissed off like you are because they're not getting game worn crap anymore.
Yeah.
And then what is that? You know what I mean? So
big
pop. And Upper Deck's been struggling to catch up with product releases for a while now since COVID. And it could get interesting. Like it would not surprise me if you saw breaking news Fanatics buys Upper Deck. And if that happens, watch the hell out because Upper Deck has all those old school licenses. And watch out.
Oh, that's going to be Jordan, LeBron, for those of you who are LeBron fans.
Well, LeBron autos.
Gretzky. They own the rights to Gretzky autos.
Yep.
Oh, that's Tiger Woods.
Then you'd get Jordan back in Bulls uniforms, Jordan back in Wizards uniforms.
That would be insane.
Could happen.
And they got. Can you imagine, JD? Just imagine newly released Topps under the Fanatics umbrella, Michael Jordan autograph relic cards, because they got some game worn stuff over there.
Yep.
Whew.
People would go nuts.
Did you hear that Bronny has got, like, they evaluated his NIL and it's like $6 million?
I did see that. Yeah. Highest one, I think. Or
highest.
Top 3 or top 1 or whatever.
Yeah. Kid's not even drafted yet. I mean, he hasn't even made it to college yet.
Yep.
And already his NIL is 6 million plus.
Yep.
Good for them, man. I'm glad.
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm glad they're getting paid. Good for them.
Yep. Got to make money while you can, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
In the prime of your career,
can all go away tomorrow. So.
Yep, that's right. All
right. What's next? What's next?
An ankle slip away.
Yep.
So we are going to get onto this.
Oh, the grading thing.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah, I'm interested to see this.
This is okay. I'm gonna. So what we're talking about here? Shout out to. Let me give a couple shout outs here because somebody brought this to my attention on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Retro Hoop Breaks. I love interacting with you guys there. So somebody sent me this. I want to make sure I give proper shout outs here. Mr. Josh Wright sent me a video that was by BDP Sports Cards.
Yep.
Seems like a relatively new channel. The dude has just a little over 250 subscribers. He's got maybe like 30 videos. I watched a handful of them. This guy does a ton of grading. Okay. So we'll start there. This guy does a lot of grading. He's doing a lot of grade reveals on his channel.
Yeah.
Seems to be a pretty good channel. I went ahead and subscribed. You guys, I'll put the link down in the description so you guys can go watch the whole reveal video. He's got a bunch of other reveal videos. He seems to be all over the place in terms of sports, basketball, baseball, football. Guy does some pretty good content. Anyway,
all right.
He recently did a video. This was 6 days ago, where he got back a sub that he did, and in that sub he had some bunch of modern cards.
Yep.
And one of the cards that he had was a 2021 Bowman draft. Yep. Matthew Nelson. You know who that is?
Nope.
Okay, probably some prospect or something. Dude's pretty hot on. And then the other card was a 2020 Donruss Optic. This is Devin Vassell, which is
Vassell.
Yeah, the guy's playing like a maniac.
Yeah.
San Antonio, but again, he's in San Antonio, right? So he's kind of under the radar. But look at the
fine Texas City. What are you talking about? Texas.
I'm gonna act like you didn't say that. Okay, so we'll move on. Moving on.
City of Champions.
Yeah, that's true.
5-time NBA champions.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
David Robinson, Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Vinny Del Negro, Tony Parker.
Yeah.
Sean Elliott.
I was just about to say, don't forget Sean Elliott. Yeah. No, solid team.
Steven Crazy Ass Jackson was there too.
Oh, yeah, he was. Manu.
Dennis Rodman.
Manu Ginobili was there, right?
Yep.
Anyway, Devin Vassell or Vassell, however you say his name. Guy sends out a 2020, which looks relatively pristine. I'm going to throw this up on the screen here. Boom. Look at this. The guy gets a PSA 5. And he shows the video. In the video, he shows the card in its entirety. The card looks, at worst, a PSA 9. It's a great card. Decent, really great centering. Doesn't look to be anything crazy. Gets a PSA 5. Okay. So that one sucks. But the one that really got things going was this PSA 2. Now you explain to me how a modern card gets a PSA 2.
Is there a crease?
There's nothing, JD. This card, he shows it on the thing on the screen. Now, granted, we're watching a video, right? But if I go to PSA card and look up the criteria for a PSA 2, right?
Yep.
That is not what this is.
Hang on, let me do that while you're doing that.
It's insane. And again, for me to talk about PSA and how bad they're grading and all that stuff, it's like beating a dead horse. I get it, right? But the fact of the matter is they are doing 1 million cards a month. I've said this several times on this channel. I'm beating a dead horse. They do 1 million cards a month. There is no
All right, can I read it to you?
Yep. Read it off.
All right, so to get it 2, ready? A PSA good 2 cards' corners show accelerated rounding and surface wear and is starting to become obvious. A good card may have scratching, scuffing, light staining, or chipping of enamel on obverse. There may be several creases. Original gloss may be completely absent. Card may show considerable discoloration. Centering must be 90-10 or better on the front and back. That's a 2.
I mean,
I don't know what's going on there.
That's insane.
That to me seems like a major screw up.
Not only is it a major screw up, but it really begs the question.
Oh, Matthew Nelson I know who that is.
It begs the question is what's going on over there, right? And the only thing I can think of is that they're grading 1 million cards a month.
Yeah,
shit happens. Like this is going to happen, right?
That's what you call a defect in the manufacturing process.
But not only that, this guy, this BDP Sports Cards has been doing several of these. I mean, he's probably like doing like 1 return a week. This guy grades with them a lot, and he's getting consistently stuff like this. Like his last 3 videos, have it hasn't been this bad as a 2, but 5s and 6s on modern cards is prevalent. It's stuff that's, I mean, it's going on. And
yeah, but my PSA 2 will sell for more than your SGC 2.
Get it? That's isn't that insane? That's the argument.
Yeah, but it's a PSA 2. Come on, guy. It sells for more.
Oh my god.
I love that. Hey,
you know what's crazy is
that, honestly though, like if that were me, I wouldn't even I'd call him and say, don't even send that back to me. Look at that shit again.
Yeah, but you have no recourse. There's no recourse.
Well, you got a 2. Show me where your grading scale says rounded corners. Where are the rounded corners?
Yeah, so
I don't see rounded corners.
He did a blind reveal, so I don't think he was looking at his.
Still, I immediately contact them and say, so that's a crack and send back in.
But that's insane, JD.
I know it costs you more money. Right. It costs you. I would send it back in that slab and say, look at this shit again.
Explain this to me. Yeah.
And I want a reason why it's a 2.
Yeah.
Tell me why this is a 2. If there's no crease that you can't see in that picture or whatnot, or there's no staining or the corners aren't rounded or whatever that makes it a damn 2, it looks like it was in a bicycle, right?
That's what 1s and 2s are, right? Like
right. No, I agree. My thing is this, right? And this is not to trash anybody, but how are you the leader in grading? And this happens in 2023. Year 1, like I expect this stuff out of
the mom and pop grading companies.
Yes.
Yeah.
The industry leader. This can't happen.
No.
Right? Because to me, and this won't affect anything because that's how ridiculous. I'm going to share a story with you in a second about this. But the people will look at this and go, oh, yeah, and then move on. And then, because again, PSA sells for the most money. Right. So I'm going to share this with you. I was at my daughter's soccer practice before the show, like I do every Thursday night. And I'm talking to a couple of the other dads, and they actually start talking about like, hey, I found some of my old baseball cards and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, So we start talking. And I start talking to him, and like one of the guys like collected too, so it was cool. And then he's like, yeah, but he's like, they got to be graded and depending on the grade and blah blah blah.
Right.
So then I was like, right. And I said, and if you want to get the most money, they have to be graded by PSA and be in a PSA slab.
Right.
So one of the dads was like, what do you mean? So I brought up a couple pictures, and I'm like, look, you could have this card in an SGC 10, I could have it in a PSA 10, and he could have it in a CSG 10 or a BGS 9.5.
We're all getting different prices.
My card's going to sell for more than all of your cards, even though it's the same card and the same grade, but because it's from a different company, mine sells for more.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, that's not how the world works. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. That's how it works for us, buddy. Unfortunately.
But I said, that's how it works in card land.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. But
I just sent off last week, by the way. Yeah, about about 6 days ago, 7 days ago. I sent it off for this last Friday. 12 cards to SGC to be graded.
Yeah,
all of them Şengün, and then I have one gold Olajuwon autograph, fast break autograph that I had sent off to get graded. They're on their way back. I haven't looked at the grades yet, but just by what I know on how SGC grades,
yep,
I will bet the farm that I'm not getting a SGC 2. I will put any amount of money in the world up that says that I'm not going to get an SGC 2 on my 11 Şengün cards, which are all ultra modern, and some of them are paper. Some of them are.
I'm with you.
You're just never going to get that.
I have an order coming back from PSA, and I'll share it on my channel, JD Sports Cards. Make sure you go and subscribe. Shameless plug.
Links in the description.
And, yep. And the cards I'm getting back, I had earmarked as like a pre-grade of 10s, 9s, 8s, 8s at the worst on some of them. And I got 6s, 7s. Yeah.
This is a PSA order that you put in that's coming back?
Yep. And when I tell you, these cards were like, there was nothing wrong with them.
Jordan that you showed me.
The Jordan I sent you?
Beautiful card.
How that got a 9? I guarantee you if I sent that back, you get a 10.
You should do
guarantee
it. Just do it for the gram.
If I sent that to SGC, it would be a 10. I know it would.
Oh, I believe so.
That card, and I might just do that because I know it's a 10 and I want one in my collection. So, because it's BS.
Yeah, I got my little 9.5 over there that I'm thoroughly happy with.
Yeah, and then you know what the best part is that Hakeem I sent you this morning, that Atomic.
Yeah.
That's the card I had out of all of them graded the lowest.
At an 8.
And it got a 10.
You got a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny because it's one of the conversations. Shout out to my boy Ty over at Chasing Cardboard. He one of the conversations that we were having when he sent me that big old collection of Jordan inserts that he just bought on his last episode. He said, hey, I got to go to PSA with this. I'm trying to get top dollar, and I go, yeah. You know what's crazy is that he says when I comped everything at PSA 8 and PSA 9 prices when I was putting together a figure in my head.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I watched.
And I said, you know what's crazy, man, is that it's such a gamble with PSA because there's potential that one of the 8s that you think are an 8 is going to get a 10, right? And if that happens, then hey, buddy, you made out like a bandit on that trade. And he's like, yeah. He goes, but there's a flip side to that says that one of the ones that I had pegged at a 9 could come back a 5. And I go, absolutely. That's the gamble.
Yep.
But I don't feel it should be. I feel if they were consistent to their standard, then that shouldn't be an issue.
Agreed.
You know? It's like I said, I got that big order coming back from SGC. There's no way in hell that I'm getting any 2s in that order. And I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not a fact, but I'm very confident that that's going to not be the case.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I see stuff like this. And then, I mean, and again, shout out to BDP Sports Cards. You guys go check them out. I'll link the full video in the description. Y'all go show them some love. But, to that point, even he on the channel was like, yeah, I'm sending these back. I'm cracking them and sending them back to PSA.
Yeah. But then again, though, right? You're paying another grading fee.
Yeah.
Which takes away from your profit margins.
That's
BS.
Yeah. Another grading
I'd send that back slabbed, and I would say, review this shit.
Yeah. Show me where you see a 2.
I want to know.
I'd send that back to them. And then along with the card, I'd send them like a poster board size printout of the criteria for a 2.
Yeah.
And go, show me how this is a 2, please. It's insane.
It's insane. Yeah. I don't know how that stuff keeps happening, but it's a topic for another day, my man.
Definitely a topic for another day. We'll wrap up on that, brother.
Yep.
We'll wrap up on that. Thank you guys for listening. Man, I've moved all of this podcast stuff into YouTube podcasts now.
Yep.
And I've been following our numbers, dude. We're getting so much love from everybody.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you guys enough. We really can't. I mean, we did this as just an opportunity for me and JD to break away for a little bit, talk a little shop, little cards, and you guys have really jumped on board. And not only on here on YouTube, but on Apple and Google and on SoundCloud and stuff. You guys are showing us a lot of love, and we really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. We're going to keep doing this until as long as you guys keep listening. So that's going to do it for today's episode. Any parting words, bud?
As I always say on my channel when I'm done with a video, keep it real in the streets.
Keep it real in the streets, peeps. Love y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.